Hello, welcome or welcome back. We are where we left off last time. We're still in the starting zone for the Worgen. I was too lazy to go get rested experience at an inn. I'm assuming... Okay, yeah, okay, I did make my Hearthstone set to there. Good, but I didn't feel like using it because I would have to run back. So we are level 17. I believe when Cataclysm came out, I think you would leave the starting zone and be level 11 or like 13. And I think that's with uh, heirlooms. But I also have a lot of level 80s because I have had a lot of free time uh, being on medical leave from work. So I needed something to do. Okay, alright. Yeah, so we're gonna keep on keeping on with our questing. So we can get out of here, do some dungeons, do something. Yeah, so this is Gramma. We have our cat form. We have our Worgen form. We have our little fox napping. We have our cat, Miss Prowley. This is the fit right now. And we also have our grandma form. Grandma is a free spirit, okay? She knows how to live, okay? And she doesn't need shoes either, okay? We don't judge Grandma, Grandma don't judge you. Alright, let's go. So I did spec into Feral, so we are gonna be damage for now. I might switch to Guardian or Resto to blast through some dungeons once we get out of the starting zone, just to make things a little faster. Queue time for DPS is probably still IAS, so... But we're almost out of the starting zone, so it won't be too bad. Okay, so we're going in here. It's kind of crazy, being only level 17, sorry, level 18, and pretty much having my full rotation. I won't feel, excuse you, I won't feel complete until I have my interrupt and wild charge, but we're on our way. We're on our way. Okay. I don't really care about. All my mercenary causing. Yeah. I don't think you can use that in cat form. I think it would specify, but I'm pretty sure you can't. Unless they changed it recently. Because I've been a druid for a long time. And if this is usable in cat form, I will pass away. This also can't be used in cat form. This you can use in cat form though. You can use it in all forms, which is really nice because it used to just make you come out of your form and you'd have to spend mana to go back into your form, blah blah blah. This one also doesn't specify. I really highly doubt. You know what? It's free. It's whatever. We can test it out, but I doubt it. Okay, we do have another key. That is what I thought. So... I mean, this is nice to have. Even if I don't really use it. I'll just take that one for now. TT, you better be good. My dad kind of turned his cat into a spoiled brat. He doesn't understand that if you feed a cat on a schedule, they will pretty much stick to that schedule. Oh, I love this prowl animation. We're all crouched down. Look at that. That's sick. That's cool. But so TT doesn't really have a schedule when he eats, so he'll just he's in my room right now. He's staring at me from my husband's computer desk, and he will be as annoying and disruptive as possible to get fed. Like there's not a lot of places that I care if my cats go to, but TT knows the spots that I don't want him in, and he will use that to his advantage if he really wants food, but he's not getting fed for bad behavior. If you start acting a fool, he's getting kicked out of here. Ball and chain. Does anyone else's husband call them a ball and chain? Just wondering. Alright, we're gonna kill the master. How are you guys letting this guy boss you around? Are you guys no better, not better than this? And
no time for dallying. Don't waste my time.
TT, you can come here and sit on my lap if you want, but you ain't getting food right now. Alrighty. feel like Gramma actually needs like a real name. You know, Gramma is like a title, you know? It's not really a name. Gramma needs some backstory, some lore, you know? Who is Gramma? Why is Gramma? Whose grandma is she?
We've been walled up for far too long.
Oh my god. Marcus? Marcus?
Oi,
Like, the Marcus?
What is it? Make it quick.
Marcus is all over my For You page on TikTok, and I am here for it. I will never skip a
get
Marcus
gubbing
video.
or get going.
I will never miss a Marcus video. Alright, we gotta kill some things. I don't need to be stealthing right now, because I don't think I do the thingy yet. When we're in stealth, we get a little bonus. Oops. There we go. Okay, we need to kill you. We need to kill you. Alright, and we out of here. Oh, yes, it is a new month now, so get to fill out our trading post battle pass here. Burning Hearts. Didn't they? Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. It's like a core hound looking guy. Okay. Yeah, didn't they literally just put like a green version of this guy in the store or something? Or is that like another trading post thing? I don't remember. Nightfall. Dungeons. Pandaria. I mean, Wrath of the Lich King. Hold on, we got. I just have like a leveling one. I do like leveling characters during like unlocking the the battle pass and whatever, because I can kind of clear this pretty fast, just like leveling up a character instead of just trying to scramble to find things to do on my max level character that doesn't really need anything done. Alright.
How wrong they are! We will fight them in the fields until the last trench collapses and the last cannon is silenced! We will fight them on the streets until the last shot is fired! And when there is no more ammunition, we'll crush their skulls with the stones that pave our city! We will fight them in the alleys until our knuckles are skinned and bloody and our rapiers
Oh
lay
my
on
god,
the
it's
ground
Dark Fusion
shattered.
HD. Oh my god.
And if we find ourselves surrounded and disarmed, wounded and without hope, we will lift our heads in defiance and spit in their faces. But we will never surrender! For Gilneas!
Actually, I'm retired from Gecko Shop. That's not true. Look at this. This is where we came from. This is where it all started, guys.
The villagers were thankful to have Emberstone back. They brought us a little something to help against the Forsaken.
Am I supposed to wait for, dude still? I don't know. Can I just kill you guys? You elites think you're scary? You think I'm scared? Okay. I get it, I get it. Okay. Maybe I am just supposed to. I thought he was gonna like one-shot me.
Let us join your father's forces there. They'll need our help against them.
Liam, there is no Liam. Liam isn't here. It's just me. Sylvanas. Alright, you better not be able to one-shot me.
Father! Sylvanas!
Hacks, cheating. She's dead, she's dead.
Liam! No!
Liam? Where?
What is it?
Sure.
Make it quick.
Give me 1 second here. What? Crap. It says spam risk, but they left me a voicemail, so if you could hurry up so I can check my voicemail. Comcast Xfinity, you say? Yeah. The service that I definitely have. Yup. Shut up. Shut up. Making a poor old woman jump into the water. Wow,
It
okay,
appears
bud.
you're losing control of Gilneas, Sylvanas. Garrosh fears he's going to have to carry out this invasion himself.
You can assure Garrosh that this is a minor setback. Our victory in Gilneas will be absolute.
You sound very confident, Your Majesty. I seriously hope you do not plan to use the plague. Garrosh has explicitly forbidden it.
You do well to watch your tone, General. Neither you nor Garrosh have anything to worry about. We've ceased all production of the plague, as he ordered. We'd never deploy it without his permission.
I will deliver my report to our leader, then.
Go with honor, General.
My lady, should I order my men to stop the deployment of the plague? Or are we to continue as planned?
What kind of question is that?
Here you
Of
go.
course we're deploying the plague, as planned. Let the Gilneans enjoy their small victory. Not even their bones will remain by tomorrow.
What's up?
As you wish.
What's up, buddy? What's up,
Speak
buddy?
quickly.
Oh, I could take you on easy. You ain't nothing to me. Ugh. Alright. We're almost out of here, kind of.
What is it? Make it quick.
We owe much to the Alliance.
These last few quests kinda suck. I hate this quest. I hate the Horde Warship quest. I hate being on the Glaive thing, and it's almost over. It's almost over. Goofy bat. I really love the old models though, on like everything. It's just so nostalgic. Alright. Oh, wait a second. You don't need to be there, you need to be there.
All I do for Gilneas.
Rat time. Get out of here, Rat. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. One Gramma versus 1,000,000 rats and spiders. Who would win?
Well met. We live another day.
Alright. Hey. You're just a mean spirit. Alright, we're almost level 20. We're gonna turn this in, we're gonna hit level 20. From a starting zone.
Well met. We live another day.
I can fly now. That's crazy. There's stuff to go to a trainer? I get it. I gotcha. I gotcha. Sure is 5%. Leading targets. Okay. Okay. Got this one for now. We'll take that. Hey, come on now. How dare you? How dare you? Okay, I knew there was a quest that involved over here. I was like, why?
May the light bless
myself.
the spirits of our ancestors, for they've chosen to allow my son to rest upon this holy ground. It is here, surrounded by the heroes and patriots of Gilneas, where he belongs.
You were a true man of the people, Liam. Unlike any royal I've ever met. We'll make them pay for this.
Gilneas will remember your courage forever, Liam.
We'll return, Liam. I swear this to you.
Wow. Wow. Alright. Man, who the hell is drinking at this grave, man?
Well met. We live another day.
Alright, we got some battle pass progress. Let's go, let's go. Let's get on our gross, slimy guy. Holy fuck, this looks uncomfortable. This, oh my god, this spread we got going on here. Holy crap. I feel like a lot of the races are kind of suffering doing the splits on a lot of mounts right now. I mean, this guy, I guess I get it. Like, he's kind of a thick, wide boy, but
We do what we must.
ugh. Ugh. This fucking quest. Honestly, they should just have like a game mode that's just this, basically. And yeah, they have that battleground. They have the battleground that they got rid of. Like, you know, I get it. It's a lot. It's a lot. But, you know, you need like your own game mode for that, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I love that one that they got rid of. I love just keeping people stuck on the beach. Good times. Alright, we out of here. We done. Leave me alone. True. Honestly, I even still kind of mess with Wintergrass. That was a lot of fun. I liked being able to just like physically go to the zone and like join in a game and whatnot. It was fun. I didn't really care about the Cataclysm one. I don't remember. Is it Tolbarad, I think? I didn't spend a lot of time there. Ashran, I love that one a lot. That was really fun. Druids could have like a special little like a flight book or something, and they could use their flight form across the battleground. That was fucking sick as hell.
We will prevail.
Rushing in with a shit ton of people, it was just so much fun.
What is it?
Alright. The worst mission. What do you mean, get on the ship? It's not ship time yet. It's okay, guys, really, I can fly up there by myself. We must wait patiently. We must. Ugh. Endgame. Yo, did they predict the Marvel movie? That's crazy. Just like Cinder, IRL. TT sometimes. Cinder's my little lap kitty. Oh, we can go up. Just yeet my cat off my lap, I guess. really hope they make Gilneas like a major city that we can go back to and whatever, because we recently took back Gilneas over a decade later. In game, I'm assuming probably the same time.
Attack!
Need that on my board. But I don't know. I think Gilneas would be a nice little hub. I would also really like to make my new player housing like Gilneas themed. I think that would be sick as hell. Like the crow, like the gothic type city. I F with that. I F with that heavily. Oh yeah, now we have to wait for the rope. Yep. Europe. Oh, Miss Prowl, you made it. Sorry. Do you forgive me? Miss Prowley, wait.
Secure the rafters!
Wait. Oh no. Hey, there we go.
Hail, traveler.
The rafters are secured.
I want 2 sharpshooters to stay behind and cover the deck. Everyone else, use the ropes to rappel down. Let's give them hell.
I'm just gonna dismiss you up here because I feel too bad.
I can smell your fear.
Hands up, greenskins! My men!
Can she say that?
Bearing. The rest of you, follow me downstairs.
Oh, I was already down here. It's almost like I knew what you were gonna tell me to do. I have to wait for you.
Make it quick.
Lorna.
Hail, traveler.
We've got the explosives in the furnace room. Just hold them off now.
It's a big bucket.
That's one big orc.
Gotta be dead. Shoot him! You missed! Yes! Let me escape. Ew. Orc mount. Ew.
It's about to blow. Jump on the wyverns.
Let me ride you. It's about to blow. Oh god. We lived. We made it. Take me back to the ship. Thank you. Thank you. Yep, that way. Yup. think it would be kind of funny to end a starting zone with like your character just permanently dying. Like, spend hours getting attached to this character, and then you just die, and there's no redemption. There's no way out of the starting zone. You can't actually play this race, you know? I think that'd be pretty funny.
What is it?
Peace be with you. Good luck, friend.
Night elf time. Don't need to go there, no. Reveal. Oh my god, cheap viewers. Oh, 1 second. Krenin. Don't look at me, Krenin. Give me a second. Alright, alright.
Well met.
Eh. Ooh, okay, we got some morgue. Can I... okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, Lord. I'll keep this on my bar. I don't really use that. I guess we'll put...
You have my attention. Trust your instincts. What news do you bring? Gilneas will prevail.
Ah!
How might nature serve?
PvP, you say? Okay, so I want... Dr. Chromie. I believe Chromie is only in Stormwind. back here and level. Maybe.
Hey there.
Ooh,
Safe travels.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Easy port. Even though I think there's probably also a portal to Stormwind instead of the boat, but here we are. Actually, should we level here or should we level in the Night Elf area or Darkshore?
Good day to you.
Well, first of all, we have to shut up.
Heroes of the Alliance, the Dragon Isles have awakened and beckon the Dragon Flights. Meet me in Stormwind, where I shall present the Aspect's invitation to the Alliance.
Brother, I'm level 21. I don't care about no fucking Dragon Isles.
Is this hello or goodbye? I keep losing track. Who would have thought someone named Deathwing would bring about so much destruction?
I'll stay as damage for now.
Ain't you a chipper-looking one?
Moonglade.
Farewell.
Moonglade.
Greetings. For the Alliance.
I mean, I'll do this just to get this out of the way. Yes, what's up?
Here is the hero I spoke of.
And I no
faces
longer
many
care.
threats.
Goodbye. What the hell is this? Oh, shit. Ooh. Oh, isn't this like a forums moderator or something that no longer works at Blizzard or something? I feel like this is a trick. I feel like if I kill him, he's gonna kill me. I feel like something terrible is gonna happen. Chat, should I do it? It is tempting. I think this is another forum guy. Don't know if he still is there. Alright, what do you want? Outland. Girl. Come on. Do I look like the Outland type? I'm old as hell.
Need help? Have a good one. Well met. Farewell.
Ooh, actually, we could level in Red Ridge. I haven't really.
Safe travels.
Excuse me?
We've made a thorough inspection of the wreckage, Your Majesty. There is no sign of Admiral Taylor or his ship.
Miss Pandaria.
200 ships at my disposal, yet the one carrying my son goes missing. What of their last message? Show me whatever you have.
Rip Varian.
Keep your eyes open. Back to your duties.
I've always loved his voice.
Keep your mind on the mission. Reporting in,
At ease, soldier.
We're not doing no Miss Pandaria shit either. We're playing good, classic World of Warcraft. We're not even doing no cata crap either, okay? I'm nostalgic for classic stuff like this, like, yeah, even though I started in Wrath of the Lich King, I really, well, I mean, I spent a lot of time looking for Spirit Beasts in Wrath of the Lich King, and, yeah, I don't like to talk about that. Tenaris is also, I like leveling there too. Really, it just doesn't matter. I feel like, man, I feel so bad for like new people coming into Warcraft because it's lore-wise, it's such a scrambled, difficult mess, and like I don't know what it's like for like new players if they get like bombarded with hey, go here, and then another quest giver's like, yo, go here, and then you're suddenly in an expansion pack that you know absolutely nothing about. Sure. I think I kind of just want to stick with the classic colors for right now. This one is so good, it's so good. Ugh. Ugh. Very cute, very cute. Yeah, I think I'll just stay. Actually, okay. Yeah, let's stay that color for now. Cat form. My beloved cat form. I do think I still want to stay just classic colors for now. But, maybe when Gramma, ascends, we'll choose one of these colors. I do really wish that I had the purple version. I don't remember how to get that anymore, but, that one is probably my favorite color of these. Well, no, I feel like blue is probably my favorite one. It is like the default version of like the Mage Tower version. Fuck it. Oh. Oh. No. Would you like to expand your search? Classic dungeons are taking a while.
Help.
Gives me a classic dungeon.
How may I help?
Thick-shelled clam.
Come along, heroes. The water is fine.
Resisting my magic is useless, Gamora.
Wait! Wait, it's too soon! No!
Hunter, do you want to tame this guy?
Please,
I do love that they
save
added
the others before Dominus sacrifices them.
the old model so that hunters could tame the old model of the boss. They're looking out for hunters sometimes.
Interrupt my sacrifice! Slay them! My flesh will be claimed by the old gods.
Fish oil, delicious. These boots have one more armor than my current boots, but they're cloth. Need... Oh, I just noticed he's got the little robo squirrel. Nuts. Squidward tent poles. Leave him alone. Ugh.
My warlocks have lured to me. Akumai, kill them all.
Ah! Every I hate that has a higher item level than my heirloom rings.
Fall back to the sanctum. Lord Bathael's ritual must not be disturbed. Stop that pass. One target trigger. These cats be too ugly to eat. Look what Guardian treasure.
Crab boss, crab boss.
Hoping you would make it to me. Now I get the pleasure of removing your heads. I delayed you long enough.
Gramma doesn't do a lot of damage because she's old, okay?
Well,
has nothing to do with being damaged.
You are too late, hero! The summoning of Akumai is complete! Unfortunately, you will not live long enough to behold his glory! Finish them! Before I kill you, know this, heroes! Akumai will devour this world! You won nothing, fools! Akumai!
Akumai arises from the depths. You have the honor of being the first he devours.
Wow, I just realized that I'm a fucking idiot. Well, I mean, I have known that for a while, but... no. I forgot to put trinkets on at level 1, and I'm level 21.
What brings you here? Farewell.
Dummy, big dummy. Combat. I believe you're just passive your use. And I also never put this on my bar. Not that I really needed it, it just gives you a little health boost, but I kind of don't die, so I don't really needed that yet. Yeah, I think, I mean, trust me, I worked hard for this skin. I love this skin, okay? But I'm also kind of just feeling the default skin for now. Why not? Oh, I know that you can also customize your moonkin form, which I don't have, and I'm not gonna have on Feral, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, this is the druid class mount. I've never really cared for it. I'll be honest. I went through all that trouble to get it. I'm really sad that all the classes aren't like you do this achievement once you have all the class mounts, because that would be sick. That would be nice. I hate doing that achievement, but yep, I have it. Never use it. I think you can also have someone. I think you're like considered a two-person mount too. So you can have someone ride upon you, but oh, cute little bird. Oh yeah, I have this guy too. This is a very nice, nice skin. Who takes me? Hold on, hold on. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Should I use the class form? What should I go with? I feel like we're just not ready for the new model yet, you know? This doesn't feel like a level 22 form appearance, you know? I mean, this is our default one. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. We gotta go Orca. Let's go Cheetah. I wish. Actually, maybe you still can. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this one too. I feel like it's very Christmassy though. Maybe you oh lord. Maybe you still can get the old looking cheetah form as like a glyph or something. I'm not sure anymore. I suppose we'll put our in here.
King's honor, friend.
Or
Be
Hearthstone,
careful.
rather. Oh my god, Blingtron. I'll take your appearance, though.
I have many, many wares.
Damn. We rich. We got 202 gold. Let's go. Classic player's dream at 22. Okay, we have that, have that, have that. Don't need that, don't need that. Not gonna need that. Already have that, don't need that, don't need that. No, no, we can't, we can't.
May your feet find good trails.
Will you sit on my lap as a cursed kitty? I think that was me that messed that up. Not her, she's perfect. Alright.
What can I do for you?
Oh, yeah, okay, these two are still going, I forgot. Just pop those in there for now.
Go with honor, friend.
I feel like they should make alcohol only usable after level 21. Alright, let's offload some stuff here. And why did I go into the auction house even though I have the Brutosaur? Because look, there's no line. And it's just nostalgic. Why is this like used for something? And that's not what it. Used for something that like is new? Why is that so expensive? Eventually I will get bigger bags too, but
need help?
I'm being a little lazy bones.
How are you? See you later.
Sure, Gramma's down.
Looking for something specific? Light bless you.
Hell yeah. Alright. Now we have 6 bottles. Alrighty. So, I think I did pick up the Red Ridge one, right? Yes. I am gonna go level there. First, we need a little. Alright, now we're fit to fly. Let's go. Just a drunk bird. Who cares, man? Who cares? Would I be getting an FUI? Flying under the influence? Come on, Grandma.
Light be with you. Go with honor, friend. Light bless you.
Alright, now that I'm here, I remember that I'm not the biggest fan of the zone. I'm pretty sure they updated the zone for Cataclysm, if I remember correctly. So it's very Cataclysm stuff based. Where the damn spider at? Hey. to, but we got a little fella. Oh my god. Get him. Oh my god. I think I am just gonna put him on my bar because he's our first little guy we got with Grandma. We'll keep him out for a little bit. If anyone wants to name him, it's just a little guy. His mom's name was Noel Feaster, so... Switch 2, just 3 days away. Yeah. Is that when you have to go pick yours up? 3 days? Since they're launching in 3 days? Oh, okay, okay. Preparing to ship. Alright. They double charged you? Dude. Better be getting that Switch 2 for free. Well, when you pre-order, they take it out to make sure you have money, then after a few days you give it back. It's like, nah, just take it. I don't like thinking I have money. I mean, you and me are basically the king and queen of bad luck and misfortune. Let's be honest. FedEx driver gonna steal my Switch 2 or something. It's gonna come in like bent or something. Snapped in half. They're gonna give you 2 Switch 1s. Be like, yep, here you go. Here's your Switch 2. Switch 2 squared. That's what Nintendo doesn't tell you.
See you later.
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Picked up one quest up here and called it a flippin' day. Shit.
For the Alliance. Go with honor, friend.
Tape them together and make Switch DS. Ooh. Nintendo, get on this. Come on. if they did like a remastered Nintendo DS or something, I would be all over that. I'd be all over that. The Switch 2, I'm kind of on right now. I mean, like I don't even really need my Switch 1. Like, just the whole I have never had like a broken console or anything, but like the fact that your data stays like on the console, it's just kind of I mean, like even when I was a kid, like having DS games and the saves and whatever will stay on the cartridge, like it gives me anxiety. It gives me anxiety. You know, like what if I accidentally misplace my cartridge? What if someone steals my cartridge and they steal my Nintendogs? What if my Switch is just like, yeah, I'm not gonna turn on today. I don't F with that. I don't F with that. Like, is it tied to the Nintendo account now? Is it, you know, has Nintendo finally gotten to the point where they can be like, ah, yeah, all your saves and everything is on, in your account? Switch 2 gives me reason to actually play more of my old games since they will all run better. True. Yeah, shit really fucking sucks. None of data can just be yoinked and put on an SD card, so if my Switch ever dies, rip my like 500 hours of Pokemon and like 200 hours of Animal Crossing. Yeah. It scares me. Like for a really long time, I was keeping up with Animal Crossing. I played that a lot. Even though, yeah, it's very clearly playing like a kid's game, like, let's do everything super slow and over-explain things, and just placing different things really, really PMO all the time, but, like, it was still a lot of fun. It was really cute. That was pretty much, like, my first introduction to an Animal Crossing game. Now I do eventually want to get, like, the DS ones and whatever, because I just old consoles and stuff wasn't really my thing, I guess. And like when I had a DS when I was a kid, I didn't really know what Animal Crossing was. I think kids at my school like would talk about it and whatever, but I was just like, I don't know anything about that. But yeah, I definitely would have loved that as a kid. And I regret like not playing the other ones. I do have that on my backlog to play the rest of the Animal Crossing games, just for funsies. Um, but fucking when me and Alex like first started dating, I was like, yeah, I'll trade you my Switch for your PS4. So we did a little switch of the Switch, and my Animal Crossing data is no longer there, as far as I know, because I know that he made his own island, and I think you can only have one save. I think, I don't know. So yeah, a lot of my Animal Crossing New Horizons time is gone. I think I've actually restarted my island once or twice, because I got pretty far into it, and then I was like, you know what? It's time for a fresh start. I'm understanding the game now. I know where I want to place things. I know how I want to build things. Um, I do kind of miss my island. Now that we're talking about it, I kind of miss my island. But I don't even know if I have Animal Crossing anymore. It was so good, but just missing so much content. The 3DS version was 10 times better. Yeah, only one island per Switch. Dark Fusion HD, link me some eBay listings, for DS Animal Crossing. It'll probably be a while before I actually pick it up, but... I do want to. I do want to. 'Cause I feel like that game would be really fun high. You can get it new for $30. Okay, okay, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. As badly as I want to, ugh. I spent too much fucking money at the zoo this weekend because this is like our very first time in like 6 months going out like on a date and like doing anything because my anxiety and like dizziness and crap has just been so fucking miserable. Like I like I'm honestly really surprised my job is like putting up with this shit that I'm going through. Probably the nicest, most caring, understanding HR lady. Like she has my fucking back through all this, I swear to God. But you know, I put my fucking glasses on and I'm not really dizzy anymore. I wonder what that is. So I also have to go get my eyes checked tomorrow, and then because these glasses are an old prescription, and my good old anxiety made me super self-conscious about wearing glasses and being judged, being called four eyes, and being called a nerd, you know? So I just didn't wear them, and then I strained the fuck out of my eye at work because my left eye genetically fucked up. My dad's eye is messed up, and my grandma's eye messed up. I don't know if she started the chain. I don't know if she was part of the chain. I don't know. But it's my dad's left eye, it's my left eye, and my grandma's right eye was messed up. Ah, shit. Get up there, get up there. Ah! Okay. So, with that being said, I'm also mostly nearsighted. I can't really see in the distance that well. Now that I'm like kind of adjusted to my glasses, I'm kind of looking at like the cluster of leaves there with no glasses. It's like still so like fuck. With glasses, crisp. Yeah, my dad's been wearing glasses like basically my whole life. I have known that I was supposed to wear glasses since I took like the written part of like the driving test, whatever. And I just that was like least concern because they're like, yeah, we can't like correct your eye. Like your parents would have had to correct your eye within like the first 3 years of your life. Like they would have had to like put an eye patch over my good eye to make my fucking left eye be like, hey, yo, let's work, you know? But, because, like, I'm taking a pretty decently high dose of antidepressants, which is making me social and making me want to stream and live a normal life, which I've never fucking really had because anxiety and being too anxious to deal with my anxiety, too anxious to go to a doctor or anything. But I think that the stars kind of just aligned there. I really thought that my dizziness and shit was anxiety based because it just really seemed like it was, but I mean, there's a high chance that it is hand in hand with the anxiety, but I think the main issue was the fact that I was stressing a lot, like mentally, physically at work, but I was also stressing my good eye to the point where my good eye is just like, I want to take a back seat, bro. I don't want to put in all the work today, basically. Um, but I saw one comment because I've just been so like mentally defeated about like being dizzy all the fucking time, being unable to like function in a public space like at all without feeling like I'm gonna throw up and like pass out, and just fucking god awful miserable. But I saw one comment that was like, oh yeah, I'm on this milligram of this antidepressant and whatever. And then they were also like, and I also put on my glasses. Oh, yo, no Feaster is back. I don't think we get anything from him now because we already killed him, but oops. So that made me dig out my old glasses, and I was like, man, I don't feel anxious and self-conscious about wearing these at all. So now I just fucking wear my glasses. I am probably gonna get a different pair tomorrow though, because the frames on this one is kind of small, bothersome. I look like Otacon from MGS. Good deal. That's nice. Yeah, one of my eyes has a really bad astigmatism. So hard to see from distance, and lights are super pointy and spiky. They said I should probably get glasses, but never did. Well, I do highly recommend doing so. Trust me, I I can't fully blame my eyes, I can't fully blame my anxiety, but the combination of the two, they were just hand holding for like the past year, and feeling like you're on a boat while walking. Like if I looked into the distance and I was walking, like I would have to constantly like keep looking down to like feel not super fucked up. Like I was like, with one more step, like I'm gonna fucking pass out. Basically, walking around like I'm fucking drunk feeling. Like that's how bad it was. Just fucking awful. But like when I would sit down or lay down, like it wasn't that bad because it's like you're not really. I'm not really looking into the distance. I'm not really. My head's not on like a swivel. Like I'm not really moving my head and my eyes that much. But like even when I would like sit at my desk at home and eat, and just like the motion of like taking a bite and looking at the screen watching something, like just that little like back and forth would make me so fucking dizzy. Um Doing the dishes and like looking and like focusing on something to like anything that I would have to like focus to, like reading, especially at work. There's a lot of like super fine print at work where numbers and letters are very like tightly clumped up together, and that's just like it was so fucking strenuous on my eye. And it literally never occurred to me that these problems could just be from my eyes. But like doing some more like research into it and whatever, um because I'm just fucking god awful terrible at like going to the doctors and shit like until I really need something because anxiety. But um I'm gonna go to the doctor tomorrow by myself. I'm gonna get my eyes done. I'm gonna talk to people by myself, which I don't really do IRL, because anxiety, but I feel like I can genuinely like take my life back, which is pretty insane. Um, after all this time. And I've pretty much just been anxious about being anxious, because like I haven't wanted to do like going to the zoo this weekend. Like it was, like I said, that was like the first thing that we did in 6 months plus. And like the whole time like we were on our way there, I was like, ooh, maybe this was a mistake, just feeling anxious, which even my doctor said like you want some anxiety, like you don't want to be completely anxiety free. So I have just enough gone that I can function freely and take my life back. um but I was not dizzy. I was not. I was fine. Like it was an insane feeling to not be dizzy. Wearing glasses and taking antidepressants. It's like, man, I genuinely literally feel like a new made person. Duskwood. Why are you trying to get me to leave, brother? Um cause I'm really same meme. Always actually just squinting one eye and always using good eye when trying to see shit from a distance, etc. Yeah, I mean, I can't be like, the same fate will befall upon you if you don't get glasses, but like one of the main things that deterred me from wearing my glasses and whatever is like this my current ones are such like a low prescription, uh but like they're like there's nothing that's gonna change about your bad eye. Like there's nothing that can be done for it essentially, but the glasses are basically helping my good eye. Helping my good eye stay sane and being able to like take the back seat and relax a little bit. um because if you really think about it, like um your eyes, they're your processors, and if you have one eye that is slightly like worse than the other one, uh it's gonna your brain is trying to create an image that it's just kind of filling in the blanks for, and it kind of causes your brain more anxiety. Like even though I didn't really notice like any actual visual changes, it was mostly just like I said, if I look in the distance, ooh, I'm starting to feel dizzy now. um it was still, I really just I never considered that it could be my eyes or anything like that. I thought it was strictly just like, oh God, work. I have to fucking work 60 hours every fucking week, 6 days a week. I have to fucking, live on anxiety. If we're gonna have to work Saturday, if we're gonna have to do, whatever. Like, so the stress didn't help, but um, get your eyes checked. Get your eyes checked. For real, get your eyes checked. Because I thought that it was just anxiety, and I'm on my second medication, and I was still feeling dizzy and fucked up, and I was like, oh my God, I'm just never gonna get better. I must be resistant to anxiety medication, whatever, like, just running through all these negative things in my head, like, I'm never gonna feel better, I'm never gonna get out of this, but I put on my glasses, put on my spectacles. Life changing. I'm trying to really get Alex to go to the eye doctor too, because he also has one bad eye, and it's like you don't. It's just not something you want to play with, especially if like you end up like you said squinting and stuff like that. Like I felt like I was invincible for forever. I'm just like, yeah, I have one bad eye. It's never gonna get better, you know. Who cares, you know? Whatever. But after a lot of time spent ruining my vision and shit, like, yeah, it's fucking I'm sad that it took me like so long to ooh shit, to actually think that it could be my eyes. Like that one comment basically changed my life. I genuinely would have never thought that it was my eyes. But like even going into like a supermarket, I have not stepped foot in a grocery store in 5 months. I I've been doing most of my shopping online because going into a grocery store puts me into a fucking full-blown panic because being in a store is very like visually obscuring too. Like if you're walking into an aisle and like the bright lights, all these different options, it starts stressing you out, it starts giving you anxiety. You know, you're stressing your eyes trying to pick up different things, read the ingredients, read, you know, what's the best brand, what's this, what's that. You know, it becomes very stressful on your eyes and your mind, and then it just kind of spirals you. Um, you know, obviously there's people that don't have bad eyes, and maybe the just taking antidepressants work fine for them. Shit, I did not mean to pick that up. We're not going to Duskwood right yet. Um, but like I said, your eyes are your processors. You don't wanna mess that up, straining your eyes. Cause yeah, I would definitely also strain my or squint a lot and close one eye a lot, close my bad eye. Um, like I was just not behaving with my good eye. I was making it work a lot harder than I should have. I should have got glasses for the fact driving at night is death trap because of looking lights crippling me. Will 100% have to do another appointment eventually. Yeah, I haven't really driven that much at night um recently. But yeah, I remember not wearing my glasses and driving at night has been it's been fun. I think yeah, I do kind of see like the like long stretched out lights whatever too. Um haven't really tested that through the glasses. I don't know if the glasses even fix something like that. I don't know. But randomly oh wait. It's so scary for the longest time. Couldn't actually manually close one of my eyelids. I had to push it down with finger to close it like I had a stroke or some shit. I randomly remember that because just recently I can actually manually close both eyelids. Let's go, let's go. Improvements. I mean, that's just kind of the fucked up part is just like the insurance and whatever. Go to the whoa. Oh. But like it's so fucking expensive to do anything with no insurance, and then it just kind of makes people spiral even more because it's like, well, I need this like life-saving tooth removal. I need this life-saving pair of glasses that's gonna change my fucking worldview forever. And oh, I need this medication. You know, like having no insurance is just kind of fucked. Because if you walk into an eye doctor or a dentist or whatever, you're gonna be like paying out of pocket thousands of fucking dollars. Cause like yeah, you can get frames for cheap, like online if you look at frames and shit, but it's the prescription that will get you. That's the expensive part, and then obviously, to know your prescription, you have to have an eye exam, and I don't know how much one costs out of pocket, but I can imagine not cheap. Yeah, if I go for glasses or anything, my own monies, because declined for Medicaid 3 times, by the way, declined twice while I had cancer, by the way. That is just, that is so fucked up. That is so fucked up. Ooh, cancer, pre-existing condition, can't cover you. Ooh, you can't work. Ooh, sorry, can't help you. Can't give you insurance. That's just so fucked. That is like, that is the most fucked up thing. America is just, America's just fucking amazing. And that's the thing though too, like you can spend hours and hours and hours on a fucking phone call and get nowhere. Get nowhere, but be fucking angry at the end of the call. Also, funny, they aren't seeing me for monthly appointments anymore because no insurance, and I guess I don't really qualify for their free shit where they were waiving the bills. At that point, it's just like, what do they expect you to do? Genuinely, what do they expect you to do? Like, oh shit. You couldn't have worked while getting chemo for 8 hours a fucking day. And you can't not have the chemo. Like, I genuinely, like, what do they expect you to do if you can't work and you can't have insurance through them? Like, what are your other options? And you can only be under your parents' insurance until, like, you're 26 or something? What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Like, I got these glasses under my dad's insurance because I still had my job, but I was still under his insurance until like a couple. So I think I got these in November, and then my birthday's in February. So I was still under his insurance, and then because job, I have my own insurance, but you still have to pay a deductible every single year when you actually utilize your insurance. I pay through my paychecks, for my insurance, go to a doctor, still have to pay money. Insurance doesn't cover 100%, but then your fucking deductible every fucking year resets. And then, like, yeah, sure, there's higher tiers of insurance that I could have went for. Oh shit, I'm bleeding. But then it's like, why would I be paying all this when there's only a chance that within the next year I might actually need to go to the doctor or something? Like, I'm the type of person that goes to the doctor when there's something like really, really debilitating me. And like being dizzy every fucking day for almost a year, still, you know, it was debilitating and it sucked, but I was like, man, maybe I'm just better off not knowing what's wrong right now. I can push through, just hoping and praying that one day I'll just wake up and it'll all be gone and it'll all be fine. No. Life doesn't work like that. Because, of course not. Red Ridge Rat. Sorry, I'm kind of going on a tangent down here. I didn't really plan on doing that, but that's okay. Yeah, that is genuinely fucked up. Like, it's just one snowball effect. Like, genuinely, what are you supposed to do? One of the worst moments that I've had to see my dad go through, which my dad is actually the king of bad luck, genuinely, like, certified the king of bad luck. And now that I'm getting older, I've gained some of his bad luck, I guess. But so without getting too detailed on stream right now, you know, can't give all the personal information away. But my dad was not handling a death very well. He turned to alcohol. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh, it's okay, my character's covering it. It's fine. Good boy. Good dog. But yeah, he was not a great alcoholic. I mean, which alcoholic is great? None of them. But he was a not friendly person when he was drunk. I'll say that. And my dad is also the type of person that's just like, I don't need no doctor, whatever. I don't need no doctor. So he left this job that was pretty much like within walking distance. He had to start out as a temp for his current job. So temps don't have the ability to get insurance. And then even if you do get hired, you have to go through like a 90-day probation period, which is also why I wasn't able to get insurance. I tried to interrupt. I don't have my interrupt yet. um, so like yeah, you have to go through a trial period even after you get hired. Okay, yeah, I'm 4 levels behind. I'm yapping. Okay, I'm yapping. The oh god, it's okay. He's never gonna watch this stream. It's okay. He also was not very good with credit cards. And I'll say this: I was a very spoiled child from my dad when I was a lot younger. I think my dad also paid for my WoW time up until I was like 18. So like from 12 to 17, 18. He was paying for all that. He would buy me like all the webkins that I was like, oh my god, I need this webkins. Like I was a webkins head and a WoW head. My dad. Now it's not all me, but it was definitely quite a bit me. Oh yeah, I gotta get the giant to do that. I remember. So my dad was just a little $40,000 in credit card debt. Just a little, just a little, just a little bit. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't all for me, but I definitely do feel extremely guilty about a lot of things. Like I I don't make my dad pay for fucking anything for me anymore. Like, I don't make him drive me anywhere. I don't make him... What the hell? Oh, new spider. I don't... I'm the one that sends him money now. Like, I am perfectly fine paying for rent. Because it's just like, I was such like a... And it wasn't like, oh, Dad, I really need this. I really need this. All the kids are gonna make fun of me type of shit. Like, my dad was just like, yeah, we can go. Like, he was making decent money, but he was still, you know, you want to spoil your kid, you know? My mom did not really spoil me. But because she was like, you're gonna make her a spoiled brat, but I was never like a monstrous spoiled brat. How do I subdue you? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, well, I saw that one coming. Yeah, so he had he was a temp at the job we're both currently at, and can I just fly and you'll still stay there? Okay, good, cool. He at work had a brain aneurysm. He still had some insurance left over from the job that he had just left or fired, whatever. I generally don't remember. I feel like he was fired because do your thing, do your thing. Because the drinking problem was it was a problem. The drinking, yeah. But so he had a brain aneurysm at work. He had to be flight for life to a hospital. And I I was also not contacted during any of this. I don't think he even had me down as an emergency contact. Like, he's just not that type of person. You know, he'd rather just do things himself, or he'd rather just take care of things for himself. Like, in his mind, he was probably just like, what's the worst thing that could happen at work? Oh, I have to have my, I have to, I have the flu or something, or my car's broken, or I'll just walk home. I'll just walk home. He's like, yeah, you can still technically walk home from our job, but it's a lot worse than his other job was. But it's like I always try to ask him, like, you know, do you need a ride? Do you need what, you know? Because even when he has to drop off his car or something, I'm just like, well, do you want to ride? Even though the car place is closer of a walk than his other job that he was walking to and from work to. But he's just that type of person. Like, he's just not. If I have an emergency, I don't care. Someone will figure it out. So yeah, they had no way to contact me. I didn't know where my dad was, because he's very predictable too. He's very I go to work, come home from work, and I had this shit like mapped out. Like, I was like, all right, he's gonna be home in like 15 minutes. It takes him like 15 minutes from clocking out to get home, you know, whatever. And like, then an hour passed, then 2 hours passed, then 3 hours passed. I tried calling him multiple times. What's up? What's happening? What's going on? Didn't find out until the next day, because he comes home super late too. So wait, what is this in the inn? Yeah. So like, you know, maybe he's just, you know, just trying to rationalize everything. And like, yeah, I barely slept that night. And right away in the morning, I was like, all right, because I think I slept probably like 4 hours, which is basically what I get at night now anyway. But yeah, so I had to call I had to have a cop come to my house because I was trying to find ways to contact his work. Actually, absolutely impossible. Absolutely impossible to get a hold of anyone if you don't work there, which now I do, but that was he had the brain aneurysm like 3, 4 years ago. Wait, hold on, hold on, hold on. I need to do some quick math here. 2025, 6 years ago. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so 6 years ago. Um, and I've been working there for almost 2 years now. So yeah, I had no way to contact the inside or anything. No fucking way. So a officer had to help me locate him just to find out that he was a hour and a half drive away in a hospital that he had a brain aneurysm. Yeah, that was great. That was fun. Details. My main reason that I'm telling this story is because when he had the brain aneurysm, he was in the hospital for 3 weeks, I think. So he still had some insurance from the previous job left over, and then his insurance ran out. So the most literally the worst luck that I've ever seen him have, because he filed bankruptcy to wipe away his credit card debt, which he's my dad does not learn. Okay, he does not learn. He does not uh when he keeps saying like, oh yeah, I'm gonna quit doing this, I'll be better this time, he means it for a while, but then he doesn't. He just kind of falls into his old ways. Like I've seen this time and time again. Um, he quit drinking. He quit drinking, but someone at work was like, try this Zin. My dad smoked for 20 plus years. Like before I was born, my mom made him stop smoking to have me. Um, yeah, the fucking Zin. Yeah, my fucking coworkers. Um, yeah. So I'm like, Dad, why do you have a little cup in your room that you keep spitting into? It's like, oh my god. He was like, yeah, once I'm done with these, I'm done with it. That's stupid. It's just such a waste and this and that. It's like he said that so many fucking times over the alcohol. He said that so many times over like candy, coffee. Like I've watched this man quit so many times. When he first started fucking bowling, he had 2 bowling balls and a bowling bag that he's had for years and years and years and years. One of the bowling balls is probably the same age as me. Uh, he got really peed off um, from bowling one day. He dropped those 2 balls off in the bag at Goodwill. Bro, probably $200, $300 worth. 150, I don't know. But he's like, all right, I'm done bowling. I'm done. Couple months after that, probably not even, probably a week after, bro's got a new bowling bag. He's got a new bowling ball. Now he's been doing like bowling leagues and talking to more bowling people. Blah blah blah. He he's back in. Okay, he's back in. He has so many fucking bowling balls. I need this one. It's my spare ball. This one will. This one has a curve to it. It'll hit the pins differently. This is, you know. I'm not trying to out the man for bowling. I was literally just gonna tell like a 2 minute like quip, but I was like, let's give some context to this fucking debt story. So, uh, way fucking off topic. So he $40,000 credit card debt. Filed bankruptcy to wipe away the credit card debt. He, like I said, doesn't learn from things, really. He uh and honestly, I this could be like the result of the brain aneurysm still. I don't know. I don't know. But so uh this isn't the first time that he's filed bankruptcy. So well, and that was before the aneurysm, so maybe he's just like this, you know. So second time or third time, I don't know. This is his, you know, he's wiped some bankruptcy away. 40,000 gone. You know, he was overjoyed about this. Absolutely overjoyed about this. This huge crushing weight is off my shoulders. I am no longer $40,000 in debt. What does filing bankruptcy do? Uh, Not really relevant to the story. It doesn't really come into play. But for years after filing bankruptcy, you pretty much have to rebuild and regain the trust of banks, and for them to loan you anything, for them to give you a new credit card, like anything of that matter at all, anything that's gonna like go to your credit, you know, it's kind of fucked for a while because you just filed bankruptcy. You're telling all these credit cards, whatever, like, hey, I can't. Oh, I wonder who this is a reference to. Wile E. Coyote.
King's honor, friend.
But so brain aneurysm in the hospital for 3 weeks. Um, a week, 2 weeks, something was covered by his old insurance from his old job. Doctors are like, hey, so his insurance is being denied now. And I was like, yeah, he has this job. He works here now. He doesn't have insurance right now because he is just a temp at this job, and he's only been at this job for probably a month or 2 months. And you know, even if he had been a hired on employee, he still wouldn't have really made the ability to get insurance because he still wasn't there for like 90 days. Didn't know you could file for bankruptcy several times. I think that's like a 7-year wait period. There's some like ridiculous amount of years in between. But yeah, my dad, I don't even know what he puts on these cards. I don't know. Because I know he ain't buying me no more webkins. He ain't buying me no more WoW time. I have to pay for my own WoW time and webkins. But yeah, so he was without insurance for 1 or 2 weeks in this hospital. Uh, so yeah, they had to. It was so fucking crazy, like like going to the hospital and visiting him because he was so fucking out of it. It was probably like one of the best highs he's ever had in his life, and he doesn't even get to remember it because he was just in so much pain, obviously, that they were keeping him on a lot of pain medications and everything, and just trying to figure out what's going on. And one time when I went to go see him, he had like a bunch of like computer things or tubes, I don't know, like something like on his head that he just like kept trying to mess with it. I'm like, Dad, don't touch that. Don't touch that. And he's just like, he's basically like a drunk 2-year-old at that point. Like he's just like completely out of it, doesn't know what the fuck is happening. All he knows is that he's feeling good. Um so when also brain aneurysms are genetic in my family, just like the eye thing. So I'm pretty much destined to likely have one when, you know, I can't really bank on, oh, you know, my dad was 60 something, 50 something. Uh, I'll have one when I'm 50. No, it doesn't work like that. It could be any time. It could be whatever, but and brain aneurysm anywhere in your body is low key kind of scary because it can just fucking pop and happen. And if you get really lucky, you'll have no idea what just happened. If you get really unlucky, you'll live through it and have a lot of debilitating issues. Um, Pretty much my dad only really got away with having like some short-term memory and uh, I'll get to that later. Get to that later. So he had to have the doctors found out, I guess, that like his brain fluid or spinal fluid, whatever, I don't know, it wasn't draining properly anymore. It wasn't cycling, it wasn't doing what it's supposed to. I don't know. It's been a while, but am I really supposed to do this raw? I think, okay, I think I just have to kill by myself, 25 by myself. So he had to have a VP shunt put in. So now he has like I mean, it's under his skin, but you can see like this little like nozzle, like dial looking thing, like on the side of his head. If you like run your finger over it, like you can feel it, and it's like, oh, that is so gross. And then in his neck, you can see like the little like tube thing through his skin, which is gross. It kind of just looks like a little vein, but if you touch it, yeah, it's very clearly like a draining tube, whatever. But so he had to have like a few different very expensive things done to him. Like they were not gonna let him leave. Insurance, no insurance, not no. If you walk out of here, you're just gonna fucking die. Genuinely, you're gonna die. We can't let you leave. Um, and my grandma, so my dad's mom, when she had a brain aneurysm, she either fell off of her horse because of the brain aneurysm, or the horse had bucked her off, or something happened. She fell off the horse, and she was wearing her helmet, but the falling off the horse, hitting her head, caused her brain aneurysm to rupture. This is something we had no fucking idea that she had anything, whatever, at all. Um, so that was a surprise. That was a shock. This was many years ago. I actually don't even know if I was alive yet or not during my grandma going through this. I don't know, but I'm sure that was very scary and terrifying for my dad and his siblings to go through. I kind of just went through this shit solo because I'm uh well, my dad's only kid, asterisk. Um uh but yeah, it was not fun for me to have to go through. Like obviously not, and obviously not fun for him either. But so to make a story short that I've been dragging out for the past like hour probably. Uh the 1 or 2 weeks that he did not have insurance for, $40,000 worth of debt. So file for bankruptcy, wipe away $40,000 of debt that are dragging you down and just burdening you, everything. Guess what? Guess what, buddy? You're about to get $40,000 right back onto you. Yes, sir. Glad he's still here, though, because fuck, aneurysms are scary. Yeah. So, yeah, that's my dad's bad luck story. That is the worst luck that I've seen my dad have. And I've seen him have some pretty bad luck, but that was definitely the worst. So then like I remember I went to go pick him up from the hospital when they were ready to release him, and he was like, "You want me to drive? I can drive." And like he's still out of it. He's still out of it. And like even a week before I got to pick him up, like the doctors left me and my friend in the room with just him, and he was like, "All right, I'm ready to go." And like he's trying to like pull things like out of his arm. He's trying to like pull like whatever like we're like, "Dad, you can't leave. You can't leave. You have to stay here." Like he genuinely was like making me feel like I'm leaving my baby puppy at home. Like the puppy trying to like leave with me. Like he's genuinely like making me feel like that. Like so bad that like I couldn't bring him home because he, was still could not be released to go home. So, uh it was funny, but it was not funny. It was not funny. Like it just a lot of the things that he was saying, like he like doesn't even remember saying or anything. Um, I remember he one of his no, I don't remember who it was exactly. I don't think it was one of the nurses or something. I don't know. They asked him, "Do you know who you are?" And I don't know if he had already had like the helicopter flight, whatever. I have no idea. I have no idea when this was set. I have no idea the time, whatever. But so the nurse or doctor, whatever, is like, "Do you know who you are? Do you know where you are? Who are you?" And my dad was like, Stevie Ray Vaughan, which is a artist that he likes that died in a plane crash. So it's just like, man, my dad's being a troll, even though he was going through some shit. But they were also like worried about it's called a vasospasm, where basically where the aneurysm was or near the same artery, whatever, the artery will just like close up, which you don't want that to happen. But that did happen to my grandma when she had her brain aneurysm. So they had to go in with like the little, I think it's like I don't know if they go up for your like through your leg or where they go up through, but they basically take like this little tiny balloon. They go into your brain and they pop open this artery or whatever that's trying to close shut and like clamp shut. Yeah. uh, the doctors for my dad said that he didn't have to do anything like that. Like he didn't end up having a vasospasm, which it's very, very common and very likely that um, you'll have a vasospasm. So at least he was lucky in that regard, I guess. Like he had some good luck that he didn't have that. But oh, uh, I still have some pictures that I took because I was just like so fucking baffled by this, and I remember like having to like ask what am I supposed to do here? Ask the doctor, like, is he supposed to have alcohol? Because they were giving him like a beer with every meal and like a little like you know those like little cups that they put like ketchup in, like at a restaurant or something, like to go. They had like a little shot of vodka in like one of those cups with every meal, and it's like that's just insane because like his alcoholism was so fucking bad at that point. Like if you were to cold turkey him, that would have also just killed him. Like the withdrawals would have been so fucking terrible that it just yeah. Yeah, good times, good times. Meshner. Oops. Sorry, I'm kind of getting distracted. Way distracted. This has become less of a playthrough at this point, but yeah. Give you some dad lore. I figured you'd appreciate it because you basically he's the bowling guy, you know. He be bowling. Um, I will. I'll get there. I'll get there. But yeah, pretty much the only major, ooh, rare. The only major issues that he was having was short-term memory loss, and it got really difficult for him to like remember names at work and remember how to do things at work. Because yeah, trust me, one of the fucking first things on his mind after having a brain aneurysm and getting back home was his job. That's all he fucking. That was like the first fucking thing on his mind. He was like on the phone next fucking day after bringing him home from the hospital, just worried about his job. Gotta give it to him. He's a workaholic. He has the work ability that I just don't have. um. So they technically, ooh, mail. They technically fired him during the time that he was gone, because he was gone for 3 weeks, and then I don't even think he took like a week to recover at home. Like he was like just back to work. I want to go back to work. That was his concern. Um, and he, sorry, I got distracted. I saw the mail. Really like how he dropped bowling and got rid of it like Spider-Man, throwing away mask and suit, then just came straight back. my dad, my dad is Spider-Man, confirmed. My dad might be because I think the aneurysm type that he had was called a subarachnoid subarachnid aneurysm. Did I say vasospasm or did I say aneurysm? I meant aneurysm. My dad might be Spider-Man. He might be. He's bowling man. Get rid of some of that junk. But yeah, so they technically did fire him. He had to basically start everything over. Um, he came in, like, he got, like, a new employee number and everything. Because they, like I said, they considered him gone. Because there was no fucking way that he was able to, like, talk with them. Like, he was so out of it. And it was not even my concern, like, at all. Like, they probably did, you know, he was essentially no call, no show, even though, like, they picked him up off the floor from that job and, you know, hospital or ambulance, everything, you know, had to fucking come get him. Like, I don't know. It's also really fucking crazy to like be working there now and like knowing all these people that he was like, "Ah, I can't remember their name," so he would have to like link their name to something long term, which like he figured this out on his own. He's just like, you know, he came up with a method that worked for him. Like, you know, if I think of the name, uh for him, he the name Adam, there is someone, he's pretty high up, named Adam there, and he's like, oh, I can't remember this guy's name. So he would relate his name to Adam and Eve, and, you know, he was able to link a lot of coworkers' names like that. Man, I am so fucking sidetracked. I cannot yap and think and game at the same time. And I have to pee really bad. But I should also probably start making food soon. You're a cave, aren't you? Somewhere. Somewhere. Yeah, that was like pretty much his main things is just the short-term memory loss and the not being able to remember names. But when he oof, when he very first came out of the hospital, probably for like 6 months or more, he like whenever he would like tell me a story or something, like he could start saying something and then at the like his first sentence and his last sentence would basically be the same thing, or he could tell the same sentence twice in a row, which I feel like I probably just do that without a brain aneurysm. I probably just be yapping, not remembering shit. Hey, you got some shit for sale. Okay. Shadowlands? What's a Shadowlands? I'm only level 27. Um, excuse you? But yeah, it was, I think, I think he was even, like, back to driving within, like, a couple weeks. I was like, do you want me to take you to work? Do you want me to, you know, do anything for you? And my dad is just very much like, nah. And, as I mentioned before, he also just doesn't really believe in doctors or anything. Like, the day that he had the brain aneurysm, like, I think he said he brain aneurysms, like, they're so, like, instantaneous in uh, most times. Like, they can just fucking happen. You could just be, I could just be sitting here right now and my head just fucking is like, brain aneurysm time. Or anywhere else in your body. You can have an aneurysm anywhere in your body. Uh, he... Oh, what the fuck was I saying? I'm losing it. Oh, most times there's, like, no symptoms. Like, most times. I think he did say that he, like, threw up that morning or something. But also, the heavy drinker, so it's, like, not really uncommon for him to just be throwing up. Yay! But yeah, so that was pretty much like his only uh thing, I guess, that he didn't. I don't think he had a headache. I mean, he can't really recall at this point anyways, so really who's to say? But he was just like in one of the aisles, and because like at our job, it's like kind of like a supermarket essentially. so we have like a lot of like close together aisles and close together numbers and a lot of things that is just like um honestly could fucking give anyone a fucking brain aneurysm like the way you are. The hell? What? Oh. Ah! It's like he just was in one of those aisles picking, doing his job, and he really was incredibly lucky that he had a golden retriever coworker that basically stayed alongside him like all the time. Like even when he was not in that department, he would always just kind of come bother my dad, and um, he found him laying on the ground and talking gibberish essentially. Like the supervisors, whatever, probably thought like he was on drugs. Like the way that they said it back to him was just like, they had no fucking idea. Like, and a brain aneurysm is mostly invisible. I assume. I mean, I don't think you bleed from anywhere other than inside your head. Um, but yeah. What do you mean, man? What do you mean? What do I need? And I'm not supposed to be in here? I'm going insane. I hate these cave layouts so much. Okay. All this lore making me feel like I'm gonna have a brain aneurysm now. I mean, same thing with like getting your eyes checked. I feel like it's just a very actually scared. Um, it's a very routine thing that you're able to check on. Well, actually, not really, because if you a lot of insurances are like, you don't need an MRI, you're fine, you're young, you're fine. Like, a lot of insurance companies will just deny you for uh, certain tests, certain things, whatever. Like, they'll just fucking be like, yeah, you don't need that, we're not gonna cover it, you don't need it. Um, but it's like, I believe it's something you can see on an MRI, I think. Like, an aneurysm essentially is like when there's a weak spot in one of your arteries in your brain, or like I said, anywhere in your body. It's a weak spot in one of the walls of like your artery that's like carrying blood to and from, where it's gotta go. And it could be so small. They could be so incredibly small. Uh, I don't know where my dad's was. I don't know how big it was. The doctors didn't really specify any of that. They didn't say like, oh, this could have been forming for years, whatever. But anyways, essentially there's like the little uh can I do this now, please? What? Okay. I'm so distracted. I'm not reading anything. I'm literally just autopilot here. Uh so blood will start like pooling into this little weak spot, and then it just kind of looks like a little bubble in your brain. And it's like a water balloon where if you overfill a water balloon, it's going to start getting weaker and it's going to start to hit its maximum water amount, and it will pop. It will just burst open. And some people, uh, brain aneurysms, can be just absolutely instantaneous, like instant death. It can just explode and suddenly there's just blood all over your brain that is just fuck, did I really need a fucking, oh my god. Ew. That it's just, it's such a mess in your brain that that's it. That's it, bro. You're done. I really need to do my damn talents. But so my dad does not realize like how incredibly lucky he is, nor does he really care. Like, my dad is just crazy like that. And I've been trying to get him to go get another brain scan. I've been telling him for 6 fucking years, you have a foreign object essentially in your brain now forever. You have a VP shunt in your brain forever. That's not going anywhere. They need to like do routine checks. He's supposed to do checks every 6 months. It's been 6 years. I have pushed him. I have tried so fucking hard, but he's an adult. I can't do anything other than be like, hey, I think you should go have this done. I'm basically the last person in the entire world that he's willing to listen to. And it's like, yeah, has he been good for 6 years? Yeah, he hasn't had any issues. Hasn't had another aneurysm or anything. He doesn't get that, yeah, you can have more than one. You can, we don't know. Like, he has high blood pressure. He was on 2 types of medications for high blood pressure when he had a brain aneurysm. My dad also doesn't understand that these pills are what's making your blood pressure good. Like, there's times where he was skipping out on his blood pressure medication, and I'm like, Dad, you have to take this. And he's like, no, my blood pressure's fine. And it's like, yeah, because you're on medication for it. Of course it's gonna be fine. Like, what do you mean? Sorry, this is probably super frustrating to actually watch me play WoW and yap at the same time. I have a full bladder, an empty stomach, and I'm just yapping. I think I'll probably take a little break because I have to make some chicken. I'm gonna finish up these quests. I'm gonna free this guy. I ain't gonna leave him hanging. Ooh, that's a crazy Danforth. Yeah, I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. How long have I been yapping about my dad? Whoops. But closing to the story, I was also very much into my my tool phase, and they started releasing like a couple of like the teaser songs from Fear Inoculum. I can't remember if it was Fear Inoculum or if it was Numa that they had put out early. Maybe it was both of them. I don't remember. But I remember, cause I mean, and I only lived with my dad at that point. Like, it was only my dad here, and I was alone. I was mostly alone, and it does make me very thankful for actually moving back in here, because if I hadn't done that, his cat, I tried to call him all the time too, but he's the good old classic dad where it's like, well, I have my phone, but it's on mute, or my phone's in the other room, I didn't hear it, my kid's calling me, but I'm not gonna answer because, I didn't hear it. Like, I could call this man multiple times. Like, if I was in a life or death situation and I had to make one phone call, sorry, it's not gonna be to my dad, because if if I try to call him, pretty much 99% chance that he's not gonna answer me. um, but what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, Tool. Sorry, I have not really eaten today yet. It is almost 1 p.m. Uh, Closing to the story, I think your dad needs to hospital for checkup. Yup. I should make my dad, when he gets home, put on the headset and have you tell him that. It's likely that he'll actually listen to you. 'Cause you're not me. He don't want to listen to me. Oh, hi, Cinder. Hey, baby. But so I was listening to the new Tool songs that they were putting out, and I was really excited. And this is like the first album that they had put out in like 15 years or something close to that. I think 10,000 Days was their last one before that. I can't really remember album time differences, whatever, but this one just really, really stuck with me because hi baby, come here. I remember laying on the living room floor, just like looking up at the ceiling, just listening to the new song, and just taking it all in, taking in life, just thinking about how miserable the last couple years have been, how miserable life currently is. I oh, come here. Oh. And just listening to the song, and my dad, because he did have his phone in the hospital, but when I was calling him that night after he didn't come home from work, he was a little preoccupied, probably having surgery, uh, and being out of it, whatever. So this was like 2.5, 3 weeks, and like very close to when he was gonna be able to come home. Uh, he called me from his phone from the hospital, and he sounded like so coherent. He sounded like he was there. Because that was another thing too. Like, I had no fucking idea yet. Like, is this gonna be the way he is now? Like, is he gonna be able to drive again? Is he gonna be able to move? Like, anything. Like, I was only 2019, I was 21, 22, I think. Um, and like I was scared. Like, I mean, I had to fucking grow up really fucking fast from 18. Like, life was not kind to me after I turned 18. Life has not been kind to me really the whole time, but after 19, it was just me and my dad against the world. But just because like I said too, like he was so like drugged up and out of it. Like I genuinely didn't know if this was because he was like under so much pain medication, if he was talking and acting like this, or it was because this is just him now. I have no idea. It was such a blank. I had no fucking idea. Really, genuinely. And it was just such a black spot. And but yeah, he called me while I was listening to that song, and it, I can't explain it, man. There's some more to the story. Shout out to my cousin and her aunt, or her aunt, my cousin and her mom. So my aunt, oh my God, they that story for another time. They deserve all the credit in the fucking world, I swear. Like, they really anyway, not to get into all the sappy stuff, I'm trying to close out here. Um uh it kind of inspired me to go back on like older Tool songs, cuz like I was a fan of Tool. I like Tool, but I wasn't like super into Tool like how some of my friends were. I was more into like the Perfect Circle side of his lore and whatever. So, oh, Cinder, you pushing my hand, boy.
I buy and trade.
It's nice. One of like the ways that I was getting into Tool was I was watching the music video for Sober, which is a little weird when you're like a super young kid finding this and it's like, ooh, this is creepy. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. The song is weird. The music video is weird, you know. And then like I showed my dad, I showed my mom, I showed my friends. I was like, look how creepy this is. Isn't this weird? Doesn't this give you the make you feel really weird? Does it give you like goosebumps, make you feel weird? And then I basically just became a Tool fan over repeating and showing this song to people. And I hadn't really delved too much into a lot of their other music. I knew a few songs by them, but then I started listening to 10,000 Days and started trying to learn more about you know, what's the meaning? What is this? Like, you know, 10,000 Days is talking about how the lead singer, Maynard James Keenan, his mom, don't quote me on this. I'm trying to remember from old lore from like 6 years ago when I found all this out. Um, his mom, when he was 11, I think, she had a brain aneurysm, and like reading all of this and like finding all this out while my dad was in the hospital from a brain aneurysm, I felt so deeply connected to the to to the music. I felt so connected, even though I didn't go through it even nearly as bad as Maynard did, because his mom's brain aneurysm caused her to become paralyzed. Um, you know, it's a very interesting story. Like, if anyone has time to look into it, read it themselves, or if they know it already, like, you know, it is a very incredible story. That he was able to make something beautiful out of this. He he also has a vineyard where when his mom passed away, uh, he spread her ashes at his vineyard, and he named one of his wines after her, Judith. Um, and it's just, man, uh, thinking back on it, it was such a crazy time. That it's just such a great memory that I'll forever hold on to, like finding this at the time that I needed to know and see this, like when I did, and having no idea otherwise. It was just such a crazy lineup. Um, but 10,000 Days is roughly, or is the amount of time that his mom survived after her aneurysm, which I think that's still quite, is it like 20 something years? Hold on. How many years is 10,000 days? Nope. Not 1,000. 10,000. Yeah, 27 years. So she was paralyzed from her aneurysm for 27 years, 10,000 days. Uh, just absolute fucking masterpiece. Genuinely masterpiece. And I just felt so connected. I just felt like I received it at the best moment in time that I could have. And even though I cannot completely relate, because I mean, my dad, he still drives, he still works, he still does everything that he did before. Like, he was not gonna let this slow him down. He's just not that type of person. He's the type of person that when he dies, he's gonna die, and that's the way it's gonna be. Like, there's no there's no fighting him. There's no fighting him. He's an adult, he's his own man. um but uh I don't know. I don't know how my life would look right now if the aneurysm had done more debilitating damage to him. Um, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I did not mean to yap about that for like 2 hours. Uh, I guess it turned into like a little therapy sesh, I suppose. Um, hey Maverin's dad, I'm a big fan of your bowling lore, and I think you really should go get checked at the hospital since it's been a while. Since it's been a while. Never heard of Tool before? That's fake. Don't even lie. Don't even mess around like that. Don't even mess around like that. Don't even play. I'm kidding. Yeah, my dad had a CT scan or CAT scan like scheduled, and then he went to it and they're like, oh, the machine's down. Oh, we tried to call you, we tried to do this and that. Like, now he could have lied to me. He could have just went bowling instead to the doctor, and he could have been like, yeah, machine down, machine broken. But I'll trust him. I'll believe him. I get not wanting to do MRIs and scans and whatever. I get it. But you gotta. You gotta. But alright, I mean, we made some good progress. We're level 28. We got out of the starting zone. I yapped quite a bit. I'm getting some rested experience now, so we'll level even faster. Let's take this big bed. Yup. Alright. This is our room. A big room with one bed in it. A big bed with one cat in it. So, thanks for listening to the random dad lore. And my heartfelt stream. Dad lore will probably continue. Me lore will probably continue. I feel like my dad's lore is a lot more interesting. Just like, I feel like I could probably write a book. I feel like it might be easier for me to write a book than actually tell the stories, because I can't get super sidetracked, and I can't forget what I was talking about because I can just read up. But yeah. So if you're watching this as a past video on YouTube and you're still here, thank you for listening in. Thank you right now to Dark Fusion HD that is that got to hear this firsthand. This is Gramma taking a nap. She's done. She's tired. She got quite a few good levels. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Big appreciation. I'm gonna go make some food now. Go eat. Maybe be back later. Maybe play some Overwatch later. We'll see. Goodbye.